Hey everybody, my name's Tyrone. I'm from a new channel called Guns and Gudgeon Pins. Channel's about two of my my biggest passions. One being cars. I have been a mechanic for over 30 years, licensed mechanic since 1993. For those of you who are Canadian, you understand licensing and what that requires. I am interprovincially certified. So whatever that means, 10 cents, and that'll get you a cup of coffee at Timmy's. The other thing we're going to be looking at some guns. I like guns, love guns, as a matter of fact, and we're going to delve a little bit into some of the different stuff that I own, sort of my opinions on them, some of the differences, and as I like to customize them. Nothing stupid really, but just like to customize the same thing I like to with my car. Under the cover here is my 2017 Dodge Challenger RT. It goes along with my 2018 Dodge Ram 1500. My RT is actually stock. The one thing about it though is this year I'm going to do a little bit of performance upgrade. Lots of stuff. I see there's a lot of stuff on the Challenger. There's a lot of stuff on the RTs, the 392s, the Hellcats, the Demons, and hopefully the new Angel, which I'm looking forward to. But what I'm going to be doing with this car is one of the biggest things that people complain about or people talk about, say that's great, you know, they're nice, they're fast, everything else, but they're a straight line car. And it's not really 100%. No, they don't handle like some of the other vehicles out there, and that's where I'm going to be going with my channel. A lot of guys out there doing stuff with exhaust, a lot of guys doing stuff, you know, they want to talk about sound, they want to talk about this. What I want is to be able to have a good handling car. Yeah, everyone says that's impossible, that thing weighs 4,000 pounds. You know, it's possible. And the one thing that my apprenticeship instructor said years ago was that it's great if you can go in a straight line, but it doesn't do anything if you actually can't corner it. So what I'm going to be working on over the next part of the summer here is just, you know, hopefully taking you guys along on a trip about how I'm going to get this thing to handle a little bit better. I'm going to test some different things, different springs, see if I can talk to some of the manufacturers and see what they're recommending, and give you guys some real specs on how to make this kind of car handle better. I mean, I'm not going to get into a Ford, Chevy, Dodge argument, because it's just each one has their pluses and minuses. You start to find out real quick after years in the industry that everybody's got great stuff and everybody's got stuff that sucks. But hopefully you guys will come along with me and enjoy the journey. One of the other things I like to do, try every Sunday, one of the things I set out to do this year was to go to the range, hit the range every Sunday, just do something, stuff like that. I'm not a competition shooter. I'm not the world's greatest marksman. I'm a fairly accomplished shooter though, and I would, you know, just like to share what I got, what I think, and you know, share some comments. And if you guys have stuff that's constructive, and I don't mean sit there and be a bunch of keyboard warriors when you just, you know, disagree with what I say. If you're going to say something, make sure you've got something to back it up. But also, if you have suggestions, let me know. I'm always willing to learn, always willing to help, and you know, hopefully through this channel, we'll be able to get everybody on a playing field that we're all helping each other, as opposed to just gum flapping, which not my favorite thing. So one of the things I'll be sharing with you guys is how I do it. I'm not sending my vehicle out to be done by anybody else. As again, I said, I'm a licensed mechanic. One thing I detest is other people that I don't know touching my vehicles. So I think my family found that out too. So everything that I do this car, I'll be doing myself. I will not be adding a ton of performance mods. You know, eventually, yes, my car's only got 7,400 kilometers on it. So I don't drive it in the winter. It's like brand new. It still smells new, as a matter of fact. I love this car. I worked years and years and years to finally get to this spot. So I won't be cutting out the exhaust. I'm not doing mid-muffler deletes. I'm not doing any of that business. Why? Because I don't like the sound. I don't need to attract a bunch of attention. Also, I like to have a conversation when I'm driving, and that's really why I bought this car, to be able to do things on nice sunny days in the summertime, etc. So hopefully everybody, you have a comment. We'll see how the channel works out. I'm really hoping that, again, I get the chance to talk to a few of the manufacturers. You know, one of the first things that I'll be doing on this thing is actually be installing a set of springs. Whether or not, I mean, most of the performance springs are lowering springs, which I don't mind. But I want to make sure, you know, there's H&R, BMR, Eibach, lots of other different manufacturers out there. Those are just three that came to the top of the mind. And I'll be talking to those manufacturers at our Lordco trade show coming up, and just getting some information from them and seeing what I can do as far as promote the product. It doesn't mean that what I promote is always the best, but I'm going to put a little bit of research in it. I do have a background as a suspension tech, not only in automotive but also in motocross from several years ago. I haven't done much of that lately, but so hopefully I'll be able to share a little bit of knowledge with you guys and let you understand why it is I've done this, what it's actually doing, and explaining why I decided to go one route versus another. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you again here real soon.